Good morning, friends. It's Wednesday's why, but I'm actually doing it on Thursday. I had a ton of work yesterday, and I didn't get done until 11:30 last night. So I am running late, but I'm getting it done. So my question for you is, do you have pollen issues? Well, I have recently, and I don't normally have them. So I'm gonna, if you can see, my eyes it's now gone down, but basically what happened is I went outside and my dad had called me and said, oh, I got a headache. And so I'm like, so I sat down in a chair and I worked on clearing his headache and where it was. But when I got up, I forgot to wash my hands. Well, I had gotten some pollen on my hands. And so I remember sitting down at the couch and I remember itching right about here. And it just kind of kept irritating. So that's kind of weird. You know, I washed my face that night, but it still got irritated. Well, by the morning it was very red and it continued to get bigger and bigger. So if you haven't seen me do lives, that's why, because I wasn't really looking very great. I had like one side of my face had makeup and the other one did not, and it looked really itchy. But it's a great testimonial for what I did. So, and that's what's fun, is we share what, you know, kind of what happens to us. So what I found is that, yes, pollen a lot of times comes into our eyes and our nose, but sometimes we can get on our hands. It can get on our skin. And I got actually a skin pollen contactant, but I also got a virus. And so that's why it really kind of irritated that area and was not allowing it to heal. So the beauty of muscle testing is we can find out, okay, well then what's going on? And then what remedy is the best way to use that? And I have several different remedies that I find very helpful. So the one that I found was Renew 28. And what it does is it's a gel that you can put on. It really helps dry out inflammation, but then it also helps rejuvenate that area to bring back its natural healing ability. So because I put that on the skin, the inflammation was really close to my eye, so I couldn't really itch my eye because I didn't want it to move into my eye. So I just took some ASEA drops, because it also comes in a liquid, and I put it in my eye. And so every so often, it just kind of put it in there. And so it really helped keep my eye away and not have the issue. So I'm really grateful for that. And I actually hadn't tried this before that. So it's always nice to learn something. So I used that. So now that it's drying out, I need to not use those products anymore because I've taken care of the inflammation, but now I need to put something on that's going to bring moisture in that area. ASEA does have something that helps with that, but the one that tested best for me is a product called New Skin, and I've actually used this since college for my facial and face care and makeup, and actually not makeup, but just the face care, and I've loved it for years. So this really brings a lot of moisture. So that's what I'm doing to kind of try to help get that back. But I just think that was interesting that, you know, I didn't realize that sometimes pollen can be a contactant, but it makes sense. Sometimes we will get it also as an ingestant if we've ingested something that has pollen on it. My son knows way too much more about that. That's a different video. So anyway, so I just think that was a takeaway, that, you know, you need to be aware that you can get pollens in many different ways, and it's helpful to know why it's impacting you, how it's impacting you, and then what you can do. So thanks, Holly, for listening in today. So I'm Jody Colgrove, and I do health and healing coaching, and I use muscle testing and energy medicine to help someone discover why they're having a health issue and what they can do about it. So I have a YouTube channel that I share a lot more of these different maybe issues that you may be dealing with. And so it's helpful for you to kind of go there and subscribe, and maybe you have an issue that you have that would be helpful there. And I think it's interesting. I use it a lot, sometimes even myself, to go, oh yeah, I hadn't thought about that. I need to make sure and do that. So it's helpful for kind of thinking outside the box. And so it's nice to have that kind of that data there. So just hope you have a blessed rest of the day, and I hope I get more caught up and be able to get all the things done I need today, and I hope that you can also get things that you need to get done today. So blessings. Have a great rest of the week.